Hey everybody, this is Razor here. Welcome to Black Ops 7, where I'm going to break down to you basically every gun in the game of weapon loadout builds that I think will be making you successful, help you out in either core or the hardcore game modes on the multiplayer. This will not be for Warzone at all. Just a quick disclaimer. But if you think this could work for you in Warzone, by please all means go ahead and do so. This is not to discourage you from trying to use these loadouts in Warzone. Just know Warzone does have different values when it comes to attachments and so on with their weapons. But this is strictly going to be for the Black Ops 7 multiplayer here. So we're just going to go one by one like this through each gun here, throughout, make a thing. I'm going to be doing a core and a hardcore setup, right? This depending on what you play. Just be mindful here. There's going to be two things here, just so you guys know. One, my perks, they're never going to stay the same. This is just for the gun only. These are perks I run. This is my play style here of how I play the game. We'll go on from there. The other thing is too, I personally just use iron sights on guns, mainly unless you have a real hard time with sights, like the special iron sights. If you don't like them, feel free to take any of these, attachments out. I kind of suggest the magazine here, just because it just helps you with your reload faster, it's options. But if you were to go for any type of optic, I do suggest anyone who, if you up to the level to get to the Peacekeeper, level up the Peacekeeper, get this optic for the lethal elo. It's by far the best optic in the game. Make this and will give you that nice clear picture that you need for whatever, how you're playing. But I'm going to start right here. I already have the hardcore gun set up. Pick this, as you can see, I already got gold because, again, I know what I'm doing. And it's really not that hard to get gold in this game. But in my reasoning here for why each gun. Now, each gun I know has a prestige attachment. Not all prestige attachments are good. Some are not. Some are not worth having, some are worth. So this is, again, this coming down to you. But again, this is my preference depending on the gun and what it does. But for me, hardcore, especially because I play Search and Destroy. It's my main game. It's the main game mode that I play. I don't like being heard when firing because audio cues, especially in hardcore, are huge. If not your feet, people listening for your weapon. You still have some type of audio cues with the suppressor, but you want to minimize all your audio cues as little as possible. So I like using the base suppressor. The reason why I like using the base suppressor gives me the no firing ping on the map. It doesn't do anything else. There's no cons to it, whatsoever. Um, if you're having trouble with the recoil, I suggest using the compensator right here, vertical recoil, but this gun really does not have that much of an issue. And to me, in terms of a recoil problem, um, this monolithic suppressor, that'd be more of a, if you want to lose your aim down sight speed, being for hardcore, you need to be able to aim down your gun faster than the other person is. You have a limited amount of health, you need to be able to get your gun up to firing before they do. So that's why for that. If you're using it, otherwise this is mainly strictly for the gun range for core or Warzone, mainly Warzone. I wouldn't use this either. Right, there's my two ones here. You'd be using the compensator for the vertical recoil because there is, as of right now, no under barrel attachment that I have seen, unless it's a prestige attachment, that helps out with vertical recoil. So compensator and the recoil springs are going to be your two main things to help out with vertical recoil. Those are the only attachments that I've seen in the game. Those are the only ones that see that it works. And I only depend on the gun that you're using. Half the time you're not even going to need to use the under barrel attachment like this for it. So, my case, suppressor. Me, again, this is hardcore. Like this, you want to get your gun up fast and everything. I like going for the short barrel. There's not a single con here. I want more aim down sight speed here. Like this, and as you can see, add my stats here. You got the 177 milliseconds on aim down sight speed. Everything is in a quick submachine gun levels of aim down sight. That's huge, especially for hardcore. You want to get your gun up fast. You want to be able to hit your targets. Now, from the short barrel, like this, I like the quick draw grip. Quick draw grip, 8 down sight speeds, jumping off the walls, everything else. But if you're also rushing, the other option you could do too is, and like this, is if, like this, you're feeling you're not getting your gun up fast off the sprint like you want, I would switch to the mobile quick draw grip. The hex cut, yes, you lose some aim down sight speed. I'm sorry, not the mobile, the sprint to fire grip, the contour grip here. Like this, your sprint to fire, like this, it's massive. You're going from 193 going down to 148, but your aim down sight speed is going up significantly. So bear that in mind. Like this, experiment between these two grips here, see what your preference is. As of right now, I like the quick draw grip because how I play, I rush into a position I need to get into, and I'm already aiming down the sight speed before the enemy player is getting there. Like this, so it's, for me, it's a big 50-50 risk and me trusting in my own abilities. Now, from there, again, this is one of the guns that I actually do like the prestige attachment for. This has probably the best FMJ of any gun in the game. Like this, and the reason being, one, you get no mini fire pinging. So this, like this, if you don't want to run the, especially for your core people, you don't want to run the suppressor like this, but you don't want to get seen on the mini map from when you're firing. Throw on this. This is also going to increase your damage range. It's also going to increase the flinch that you're getting. But I like it on hardcore because FMJ is really a must, especially when you shoot through people with buildings and you like limited, you got that limited health. I like FMJ. So there's a lot of these are interchangeable to your preferences. If you want to change anything, you can get rid of the flip mag here. You can change it into, if you're having trouble, you want that sight, get rid of the flip mag. You want an under barrel attachment. If you were to go to one, honestly, there's not really too many good ones here. Like they're pretty trash right now. There is not a good under barrel attachment right now, in my opinion. So that goes there for the hardcore setup for the M15. Like this. Now, if we go over to the core setup here for the M15, it is a bit different. This, I have the compensator on here because, again, you get your flinch, you need that vertical recoil, you need to control that. I have right now the hybrid barrel because, one, I'm decreasing the damage range and I'm also decreasing the bullet velocity. Helps out both. Like this, you can also do the long range barrel if you so want to get a little bit. It's only about it's quite a bit. It's a 9-meter distance change. But they did nerf the damage on this gun. It used to do more damage. You're not wanting to use this thing on really long range thing. This gun is better in the medium to short range engagements. Do not use this gun whatsoever. The headshot multiplier is bogus. It is trash. Do not use it like this. If you don't want to have control of your gun, yeah, do not use it. But again, you get the compensator. We got the fusion barrel. I got my flip mag. I got my grip. I got the FMJ. That's it for the core. That's about as simple can be for core. If you want to switch off the fire mod so that your range is not as effective, if you don't like this and you want to change it, and because you want an under barrel attachment on there, I would probably get rid of the prestige attachment, just for purposes. And if you're going to go for anything, I would either go for the steady sway hand grip or I would go for the focused hand stop here, because at least with the hand stop, especially on core, this is only going for core only. Increase your flint resistance, increase your recoil and stuff. When you're shooting gun, that is probably as simple as it can get. There's not too many good underbarrel attachments right now in the game. Their choices are terrible, unless it's like a specific prestige attachment. But that's the setup. That's the setup for core. It's not that different from the hardcore setup, just with a few changes here or there, but with the barrel and the muzzle. That's pretty much everything here with each gun. So it comes up to that. Pardon me. And your choices that you guys want to make depending on your playstyle. But if it's my playstyle, if it's something you want to try out, feel free. Just let me know down in the comments, you guys, if you like it. If it worked for you, you got suggestions, something like that. I have no problem trying out things that you guys suggest. Giving a review on them, see how you like the things. Just go from there. But all right, guys, that's the review on the M15. Hope you guys enjoyed. And give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Give me a comment how do you think about the gun, how you think about the setup for the core or the hardcore setup, depending on what you're playing and your play style. And I'll see you guys on the next video.